So the sum of interior angles of a triangle, okay? So you have on your screen a triangle with angle A, B, and C, okay? The M and the symbol right next to it, it means angle, okay? So the measurement of angle A plus the measurement of angle B plus the measurement of angle C will equal to 180 degrees, okay? Now, how do you find the missing angles? Okay, so we have triangle 1. It has as an angle A, it has 3x. As angle B, it has 5x. Angle C, it has 2x. Okay, what do you know about the sum of the interior angles of a triangle? Well, we stated at the beginning that the measurement of angle A plus the measurement of angle B plus the measurement of angle C should equal 180 degrees. So write and solve the equation that can be used to determine the value of x. So if we do angle A plus angle B plus angle C should equal 180 degrees, right? So the way you do this to determine the measurement of each angle, you first need to find what the value of x is. What is the value that is missing? Okay, because remember when you have a coefficient and a variable, they are multiplying, okay? So this is how you set up your equation. You would say 3x plus 5x plus 2x equals 180, okay? So once you do that, the first step that you need to do is to combine like terms. Well, what are like terms, right? In this case, you only have coefficient and variable. So therefore, you can put them all together because they're all the same term. So if you add them all up, you would say 3x plus 5x plus 2x, and that will equal 10x. Okay, so the next step would be to put them together and equal them to 180 degrees. Once you do that, you just solve as a one-step equation, which would be divide both sides by 10, and 180 divided by 10 will give you 18. Now, 18 is not your answer. 18 is the solution to the x variable that is missing. So for you to find out what the measure of each angle are or is, in this case are because you're missing all three of them, you will need to know which ones they're asking you for. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, it says measurement of angle ACB, right? Measurement of angle BAC and measurement of angle ABC. Every time you read three letters, you're looking at the middle, okay? So C, A, and B. When you're reading those three letters, you look at the middle, and the middle letter is telling you which angle they're looking for. So for example, on the first one, they're looking for angle C. What is the measurement of angle C? Well, we found out that the X value is 18, right? So if the X value is 18, then you're going to multiply your 2X, which in this case is 18, so it will be 2 times 18. The angle measure in degrees would be the product of 18 times 2, which would be 36 degrees, okay? We're gonna move on to A. Measurement of angle BAC. Well, angle A has the expression of 3x, right? That's how they're expressing the degrees of that angle. So if it's 3x, all you gotta do is just multiply 3 times the value of x, which is 18, right? And 3 times 18 gives you 54 degrees. And then you're going to do the same thing on the last one, which is 5x, right? 5 times the value of x, which is 18, and then you will get your 90-degree angle. If you add up 90 plus 36 plus 54, it would give you 180 degrees, okay? This is like the basic one. This is when you only have expressions with coefficients and variables, okay? However, for example, in triangle 2, you have expressions that have constants on them, right? So you're going to do the same step you did here on the first one, but then you're going to add another step, and we're going to go look at it. Okay, so what do you know about the sum of the interior angles in a triangle? They're all going to equal 180 degrees, okay? So we're going to write the equation first. Now you have to keep in mind that angle A plus angle B plus angle C would give you 180 degrees, okay? So regardless of what expressions or what numbers you have, you're always going to add them up, okay? So we're going to find what would be the equation. So the equation is going to be 11x, which is angle A, plus angle B, which is 3x plus 5, plus angle C, which the expression is 3x plus 5, okay? Now, like I mentioned before, your first step would be to combine like terms, which is all the x's put together, right? So 11x plus 3x plus 3x will give you 17x. So you're gonna write that down at the bottom of the equation, okay? Your next step is going to combine the constants. The constants are the numbers that do not have a variable, that are by themselves, okay? So in this case, you have 2 5s, right? So if you add up all the constants, you're going to find out that 5 plus 5 is 10. You're going to put it right next to the 17x, okay? Now, these two are going to equal 180. Remember that all the 17x plus 10 is coming from gathering like terms at the top of the equation, right? 11x, 3x, and 3x, and 5 plus 5. Now, this is a two-step equation. Now you're going to move the 10 first, right? You're going to zero pair it, which is subtract 10 from both sides. It will zero pair those, and then it would give you 17x equals 170. Then it becomes a one-step equation where you divide both sides by 17, and 170 divided by 17 will equal 10. Remember that 10 is not the answer. 10 is the solution to x, right? So now you're going to find out what the angles they're asking you for. So what are the angles they're asking you for? So for example, on the first one, they're asking you for angle measure ACB, which would be C, right? So the expression that they're using to express the measurement of angle C is 3x plus 5. You're going to multiply the 10 times the 3 and add the 5. Don't forget to add the 5. So it would be 3 times 10 is 30 plus 5 will be 35, right? Then you're going to go to angle A. Angle A has the expression of 11x. So you're going to substitute the x for the 10 and then just do the operation that it tells you to do, which is multiply. 11 times 10 gives you 110 degrees. And then you're going to move to angle measure ABC, which would be angle B. The expression for angle B will be 3x plus 5. Multiply the 3 and the value of x, which is 10. That will give you 30. And then it will give you 30 plus 5 is 35. Okay? Now, triangle 3. Triangle 3 has 8x plus 11, right? I'm going to skip on this screen. 8x plus 11, 3x plus 8, and 2x plus 5. Again, you're going to find the sum of those terms and then equal it to 180 and move from there. So you're going to combine like terms first. You're always going to do that first when you see all that, all those terms happening, when it's not really just one x and one constant. You have to put them all together before you start solving. So for example, we're going to combine like terms, which in this case, we put the x's together. It would be 8x plus 2x plus 3 gives you 13x. Write that down at the bottom. Then you're going to put all the constants together, which is 11 plus 8 plus 5 gives you 24. You put that right next to the 13x. And then you're going to equal it to 180. Okay? Now, when you're here, that's when you start solving, which is subtract 24 from both sides, zero pair the 24, subtract 24 from 180, which would give you 156. and then you bring down the 13x, and then you solve for x by dividing both sides by 13, which is the coefficient of x, and x will equal 12. Now again, we're going to do the same thing we've been doing in the other two slides, which is find the angle C, angle A, and angle B, okay? For angle C, the expression is 2x plus 5. You're going to multiply 2 times the value of x, which is 12. That will give you 24, plus 5 would give you 29, okay? You're going to move on to find the angle measure for A, which would be 8x plus 11. 8 times 12 plus 11 would give you 107. Excuse me. And then the last one would be angle B, which would be 3x plus 8. 3 times the value of x, which is 12, gives you 36, plus 8 would give you 44. If you add 107, 44, and 29, it will go to 180. And if it does not give you 180, when you add up all those values at the bottom, something went wrong when you solve for x, okay?